What is up, guys? My name is the Austinator, and welcome back to the channel. This is another episode of SplashTalk, Electric Boogaloo, where it is a sequel to last episode, SplashTalk. You could, obviously. And I want to introduce my co-hosts today, Ninjoid. Say hello, Ninjoid.
Hello there, everyone.
And Sauerkraut.
Yellow comrades.
Also, please subscribe to Austinator and all of our channels, and please smash that like button for this stream.
Yes, that would be very epic.
We already got 4 likes on this stream.
Oh, well, that's already great.
Pretty good.
What I saw last, it was like 5 likes, so then maybe that's just counting me.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So today, like I said, with SplashTalk, it's usually where the chat can usually influence what conversations we have. You guys can basically ask us anything you guys want. You guys can ask us anything about Star Wars, DC, Marvel, video games, anything like that.
Yeah.
You guys can also ask us Fuck, Marry, Kills, which we also like to do.
Yes.
And otherwise, we're just going to be rambling on until anybody comes in the chat and asks us anything. So
yeah, I'm just looking if there's anyone.
Oh yeah, I gotta probably put it in the Discord probably.
Yeah, I just said that Austinator is live on the general tab.
So guess what I bought yesterday?
What?
I bought Ultimate Spider-Man for PS2.
Oh dang! I heard that was pretty decent actually.
Oh, it's a really good game. It's like it's kind of adapting the Ultimate Spider-Man comic books, and I like the combat in the game. There is a few kind of minor issues I have with it so far, but overall I'm liking it.
I never played it. I haven't played a lot of Spider-Man games, really.
Yeah, that sounds great, Austin. I'm just looking on my feed and all of that.
That's perfectly fine.
Topics.
Also, I also bought Ultimate Alliance yesterday.
How's that?
It's really good. I do have some control issues. Like for the attack, it's like you have to press A, which I'm not a big fan of. I think Y is to jump, and I don't know.
Can't you change the controls?
I mean, I probably can, but I'm at this point. I'm already used to the controls, so.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. I didn't even know you left.
My God, I'm just looking on my feed, and I got another thing about the Star Wars reset thing.
Oh, we got one
trilogy.
Oh, we had one person watching.
I want to quickly say though, now they say Star Wars reset includes Kathleen Kennedy stepping down. Guys, that's fake news, okay?
Aw. Yeah, I read that article. I don't believe it either.
Because guess what? No. I'm gonna quickly share this. And this is what points to be fake. Look at the top. It says Cosmic Book News!
No, not Cosmic Book!
So guess what? Cosmic Book, if you guys know, Cosmic Book is full of bullshit, okay?
I never heard of them.
Also, I want to quickly say that, I did a video, I did a video today on, Finn, on John Boyega wanting to be Finn again in the future. And, guys, that's also fake, too. I just thought it would be an interesting topic to bring about. And I clearly roasted We Got This Covered. Because I clearly said, one, there are words, like, I think I caught one which was misspelled. Okay? Then I caught, opinions in it. Like, it was basically all opinions. And that's not what a true news source is supposed to be. It's not where, like, YouTube, where you can give your own opinion.
No, it's not.
And I mean, like, yeah, sure, you can give your opinion at the end, but then some of the words that they use, like, I'm pretty sure one of them was, like, a win-win. A win-win. Like, why would you choose a win-win? You're trying to be a professional author, are you not? Then don't use that.
That is
I think
true.
it's all a win-win, guys. I think it's all a win-win. It's not like YouTube where, we and Rob and Adam can say it's a win-win because it's YouTube. We can state our opinions. It doesn't say that we don't have to. And I mean, like, you can state your opinion at the end, but don't make it look like you're a complete useless idiot. That's all I'm trying to say.
I agree with that. And if you also hear music in the background, it's because my brother is listening to music in the background.
That's
So
perfectly fine.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why you're gonna hear a lot of background noise.
It's perfectly fine. But yeah, and guys, if we're gonna talk about the resetting of the claimed on claim resetting of Star Wars, guess what, guys? Sorry, break the news, but I decide that I want to break the news. That's fake news. Disney won't do that. News. It is clearly fake news. Like, guess what? Guess what the articles come from?
Cosmic News.
Cosmic Book News, and we got this covered.
Yeah, two obviously reliable articles.
Yeah, and now, and I feel like, and it's just angering me because all these fans that read that, now they're like, oh, now I have hope. I want that to happen and this and that. Guys, if you did not like the sequel trilogy, like, I love the sequel trilogy, but guess what? If you didn't like it, guess what? Just move on, because Disney's gonna make a new trilogy. Sure, it won't involve the Skywalkers, but it will be something brand new. And maybe you'll like that. There's so many content in which you will like in Star Wars. Like, there's comic books, there's novels, there's TV shows, there's, like, Mandalorian. Like, basically everyone in the Star Wars fandom loves the Mandalorian. Besides for some toxic fanboys. Because after all, I already watched some people, and some people say, oh, the Mandalorian has sloppy writing, and it sucks, and this and that. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
You mean it doesn't?
Yeah, it doesn't.
So, I mean, like, guys, if you don't like the sequel trilogy, that's perfectly fine, because guess what? I like the sequel trilogy. It's just, guess what? I just think that they won't do it all because of a lot of reasons. One, it's part of the Skywalker saga. You can't change it now, all right?
It also make them look bad.
Two, there are novels connected to the stories, which are canon. Three, there are toys, which are connected to it. There are comics. There's so much stuff which connects to it. All right. Mm-hmm. And if you're just saying, oh well, the sequel trilogy isn't canon, then that ruins canon also. Because you have all these novels dealing with the sequel trilogy characters, and you're like, what the heck? If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And then also, Disney spent millions of dollars on making them canon. They're not going to say, oh, well, that was a waste of time, and we're just going to spend even more money on making a brand new set. Okay? And, I mean, like, seriously, guys, you gotta just calm the heck down with this, because it's not gonna happen. I respect your opinion if you want it to happen, but it's not gonna happen, alright? Like, we know it's not gonna happen. And I mean, like, and if George Lucas's trilogy, like his treatments came out and they followed his instructions, they would be even more controversial, I feel.
I mean, I haven't read them.
Now,
so.
wait. They were going to do the wills and the gods and say that they are like Luke Skywalker was a puppet and controlled by this will and all of that.
Indeed.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that that would create the fandom divided once more, like the prequel trilogy. Now, sure, I like that idea because I see it a lot within shows that there's someone who writes their destiny and all of that, someone which orchestrated their destiny in a way. Like, no, the wills were not gonna like control Luke's destiny, but they were gonna guide him and all of that.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, not like puppet him. Sorry, my bad. But back to this though. That's all that I really have to say. Like, if George's thing came out, it would be even more controversial. All right, that's why Disney was like, you know what, we're going to give the sequel trilogy. We're gonna do all this, like we're gonna make our own story. We're gonna give great directors these films and all of that. And I think they succeeded, but guess what? Most of the fandom doesn't. So I respect their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I would love to, like if George Lucas's trilogy came out, you know me, guys, I would love it. And all of that. But it did not come out, and I still love the sequel trilogy. But do I think that they should remove the sequel trilogy in which we got by them? No. Because it's part of Star Wars history. Get over it, toxic fanboys.
My opinion on this is that I don't think they're going to do it because, again, the movies are canon, and it's like, okay, books and stuff and video games, I can understand them being like, all right, these are not canon anymore because they're books. But with movies, it's like, they're movies. You can't really get rid of them.
Yeah.
No, but they said that once a book becomes canon, like, they can't unbecome canon within the Star Wars lore. So once you write a Star Wars book, it's like canon. It has to match up. It goes through tons of like stages, and they make sure that the author knows what they did and all of that, and they make sure that it lines up within the Star Wars canon.
Makes sense.
So what I'm trying to say is that, like, even with the Clone Wars, like the season final and all of that.
Yeah.
In the book, in Ahsoka's in the Ahsoka Tano novel, it went a little bit of a different way, but there's an explanation why Ahsoka has the blue lightsabers and not green and everything. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil why here because you guys might read it in the future. And you want to still read that Legends novel of Darth Plagueis, am I right, Sour? Oh, well, Sour's not here. But yeah, back to what I'm saying. Do we have any comments yet?
Not yet. I see that there is someone watching. Thank you for coming in and watching it. No, I think that person left. Oh boy. You know what we have to do though?
What?
We have to finish our Spider-Man review series.
Yes. I would be hugely down for that. Doing the 2 Raimi series films and then do maybe some cartoons.
I'm thinking for next episode that we should probably talk about the two spin-off films like Venom and Into the Spider-Verse because I feel because with the Raimi films I want to talk about last because I feel like those like are a lot to talk about, and then maybe for like the last part of the movie reviews is that we'll do like a ranking of the Spider-Man films.
Yeah, and then like the next season or whatever, like you should go back and rename them like Spider-Man Review 1 or something like that. While also having the live discussion number, blah blah blah. I don't know, something like that.
I might do that, and
then just make them their own series. Like this is season 1, sort of like what I'm doing with Galactic Chat. Like Galactic Chat, it's a season, I say, and we're going to have our 5th episode. And speaking of which, we got to find a guest for that. In which I'm really thinking to maybe get Aiden on. If you guys know who Aiden is.
Yeah, I know who Aiden is.
So I'm gonna try and get Aiden on there, and possibly Edward if you want.
Okay.
Because we're trying to grow the audience, and also we'll try and convince Thomas to jump back on. Like, I don't know why Thomas did not stay on. He just jumped off, like, within 10 minutes.
I don't know.
But, yeah.
I'm thinking Saturdays are going to be, like, just normal live discussions. Like, Saturday is going to be, like, the review series / live discussions, and then I'll take Friday off from uploading or streaming on the channel. So
yeah, guys. Also, I want to quickly say that we're still going to continue our Ninjago review series. Seasons 2 and 3 our review, because we got done though and everything. Our review on those 2 will possibly be tomorrow. And all of that, maybe, I don't know, probably tomorrow. And then we'll start season 4 tomorrow. But let me tell you guys, I call the first 3 seasons early Ninjago. I like early Ninjago.
Yeah, I kind of like it as well. I don't know if I like it as much as the Oni and Dragon trilogy, but I still think it's pretty good.
Well, I think Rebooted was a little bit better than the Oni and Dragon trilogy in a sense.
I mean, Rebooted was good, but I kind of have some nitpicky things about it, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I prefer it over Hunted.
No, I agree. I prefer it over Hunted. I prefer it over season 2, and I do prefer it over season 1. But I don't know where I would rank it because, again, I love Sons of Garmadon, and I also like March of the Oni. So it's kind of one of those things where it's probably it'll probably depend on, because I know we're gonna have to rank the Ninjago stuff. So it is going to be one of those things where I'm a little like, all right, like once we get there, like I'll know what I'm going to, because I want to see the rest of the stuff first before I really give a ranking.
We have season 4, season 5, season 6, and season 7. That's still quite a few seasons. I'm just going to be honest right there. I'm really excited though, because I have not rewatched season 4 and 5 within like 4 years. So I'm really excited to like rewatch those seasons, because in a sense I kind of miss watching them, because I remember I was super excited after Rebooted and everything, and I was like Ninjago alcoholic for days trying to know everything about the future season.
I mean, I'm not like, see, I like Ninjago, but it's like one of those shows, like, because I have so many other shows I have to watch, it's like, it's probably going to be the one that's going to be on the back burner, but other than that.
Yeah, I understand that completely. I'm into Ninjago because I think it's one of the best cartoon shows on air currently. And I
agree with that.
And I think, definitely 100%. And I think it's underrated as well, because some of the storytelling I prefer over films. like a lot of the storytelling I prefer over films. Like I'm just saying, Sons of Garmadon I like a lot better than some of the MCU films. Okay, I like some of the Ninjago seasons more than some MCU films.
Yeah, I could see that. I could agree with you on that.
Like Sons of Garmadon, I think was beautifully written, and same thing with Rebooted. Rebooted, man, oh man, I love the final episode. I don't care what people say. I think that's probably one of the best episodes of the entire series.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
Which one?
The last episode of Rebooted, where you know who dies.
Oh yeah.
Do you think that's one of the best episodes of the entire series?
Yeah, I do.
That scene was great, and I absolutely think it is the best. I think it is the best scene out of that. I think the first 3 seasons. I think that's the best finale. Like, I think that's what I like about Ninjago is that their finales are usually done pretty well.
Yeah, that's one little thing too. Yo, like you might say, "Hey, the entire season is crap" or something like that, but then you see the season finale and you still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, I am a little nervous to see season 7 because you did say that season 7 sucks.
Hey, the final though was okay.
Oh boy, that's not a good sign.
I'm gonna say though, every single season finale though, before season 7 and after season 7 are great. Even season 6, I have my problems with season 6, but let me tell you, season 6 is still an okay season, but I think the finale was very done well.
Oh
And
no, I agree with
enjoyed
that. Absolutely
What?
agree. No, I agree with that the finale was done well.
No, I'm talking about season 6.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about an earlier season.
Like I'm gonna quickly say, guys, like Ninjago season 1, The Great Devourers Unleashed. There's 2 parts technically to it, and the ninja have to take down the Devourer and save Ninjago, and then Garmadon does it instead, but the ninja still help. Man, oh man, that was a great final to the finale to the season, because you basically wrapped up the main Snake stuff of them trying to resurrect the Devourer and everything. Then you get to season 2. Season 2 is basically they're just trying to train Lloyd and everything. They're trying to get Lloyd ready for quote unquote the final battle. And so basically everything happens. Lloyd faces the Overlord and becomes the ultimate Spinjitzu master by becoming the Golden Ninja. He takes down Overlord. We think he's dead. But then he returns and rebooted. So technically the Overlord did get destroyed, but it's his spirit which is still alive. And he's like, I'm gonna get your power because I want to become the Golden Master. And then Zane kills him. And then Zane dies. Rest in peace, Zane.
Spoiler.
Rest in pepperoni.
I know. I basically just reviewed our own review of it. Also, guys, I call it the Prophecy Trilogy.
Yeah, I would say the Prophecy Trilogy. You could also call it maybe the Golden Snake Trilogy or just the Gold Trilogy, but I do think it is would say the Prophecy Trilogy sounds better off the tongue.
But I will say though, I have no clue.
What's up, Nicholas? Thank you for putting in the comments, my friend.
But I have no clue what to name these next 4 installments. Like these next 4 things. Like I can't call it a trilogy, so it's a 4 trilogy. It's a I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it. Whatever.
Oh, and to go back to the Spider-Man thing, when we do the ranking video or the ranking stream, I want to get Jason, aka Big Afford Entertainment. If you guys haven't seen the channel before, I had Jason, aka Big Afford Entertainment, on the stream when we talked about the Amazing Spider-Man films. You guys should have to go check that stream out, and I want to get him on here because since he was part of the stream, I want to get his opinions on everything and to so
With the ranking.
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and so the Venom and Into the Spider-Verse stream will probably be on Saturday, and then this and I'm gonna do the Raimi films on next Friday because my graduation is on Saturday. So that'll be that, and then the following Saturday we'll do the ranking.
Yeah, so
pretty silent today. I'm guessing Adria's at work and Kavari's just offline.
Yeah, I would figure that because I posted on my Facebook and my YouTube, Twitter, so I don't know because Invisitron's gonna be late. Nicholas came in just to say hi, which I appreciate it, my friend.
I think we don't want chat.
But yeah, there's really nothing much to talk about personally.
Well, that's what I like about SplashTalk, is we can just ramble on about stuff.
Yeah, I rambled on about Ninjago a little bit too much. But I will say that I remember of season 4. Season 4 was good.
It looked good from what I've seen.
What did you see?
Oh no, I haven't seen it. I said when you look at the Netflix description, it looked interesting.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna quickly who's messaging? Okay, never mind. Here, I'm actually gonna maybe pull up a trailer of season 4 if that's fine with you.
That's fine. Just
it's not gonna be copyrighted because we're just gonna talk through it.
Okay.
Oh, have you guys seen Hamilton yet?
I have not. I have to get into my Disney Plus account. I forgot what my account was or the password, so I'm not gonna be able to see Hamilton until then.
So far, I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, I heard that too. I want to watch it, but then I have other stuff on Disney Plus that I want to watch too. So it's I want to watch Artemis Fowl just to review it and say wow, this is bad. And I want to see Four Stick to just give a review. I have to watch, or no, I've seen all the Spider-Man shows, so I do. So when we do end up doing the animated shows, we'll probably be I'll have the knowledge. The animated series I grew up with, the 90 animated series. I can tell you which season is the weakest for me and which one was the strongest. And
to me, the weakest season was either of the original 1994 series, right?
Yeah.
I will say it's either going to be season 5 or season 2 for me.
I'm going to go with either season 2 or season 4.
Now, season 4, I actually liked season 4 a lot, so maybe that's just the reason why. Because Black Cat was a major character in that season, and it was basically.
What I'm going to say is I liked the entire show. So, I liked every season, but I found season 4 to be kind of weak because in terms of villain, season 2 and season 4 are weak for me because in terms of villains and just they didn't really have a stellar villain.
The only thing with season 2, which I had a little bit of a problem with, was that they this was actually kind of nice. Never mind. I was about to say that they focused too much time on the Morbius storyline, but now that I think about it, I actually do like it a lot. Trying to think. To me, the some of the best episodes of that entire series is in season 2. Y'all like the first 2 episodes with they call it the Insidious 6, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I like those episodes a lot. But season 3, I really did enjoy the Hobgoblin and Green Goblin stuff.
I will say that actually my favorites one of like if I was ranking, I'm not gonna rank the seasons because actually we can because we're gonna be like in the review we're probably just gonna be talking about each season as a whole. Like I don't want to go into each episode separately because then it's like because there's a lot. So that's why I'm gonna.
Then it's like Ninjago.
Yeah, like I'll go with by each season because we're just gonna do one show per stream. So we're gonna be talking about the '94 series, then we're gonna be talking about the new animated series, Spider-Man Unlimited, Spectacular Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man,
and then the 2017 Spider-Man show. In which, guys, I actually have an unpopular opinion about Spider-Man 2017. I actually enjoyed the show.
I don't.
Fight me. How do you not like that show? Like, to
Because
me,
animation bad. The quips are bad.
The animation's actually really good, Ryan. I don't know what the heck is wrong.
No, it's not.
I will say this: the writing for that show is better, but the animation isn't that great. While with Ultimate Spider-Man, the animation is better, but
okay, I will say, but the writing was a lot better in that show because they actually focused on Peter Parker, not, oh yeah, I'm gonna be an Avenger and everything. Even though that I actually like Ultimate Spider-Man. I mean, like, we actually saw what Peter Parker is from the comics within the 2017 show.
I mean, the thing is with the Ultimate Spider-Man is like I don't hate the show, but it's just one of those shows that's just forgettable to me. And
yeah, like, do you understand that? Like, I just watched the show. Like, I remember I watched it a little bit younger, but I just got done rewatching the entire show. Like 3 months ago, I rewatched the entire thing, and let me tell you, I overall actually enjoyed that season. But I enjoyed I enjoyed the show. But actually, this is an unpopular opinion. I actually rather watch seasons 1 and 2 over 3 and 4.
I mean, I could see that because I do agree that the original team is better. I did like how they brought in like newer characters that we haven't really seen before in like animation or live action, like Agent Venom and characters like that. So that was kind of cool, but I do agree that the original team is better.
Like, I just felt like the team was nice, and it was nice to see their character development. And then it's like, then they just pushed them off. Like, you barely saw them in season 3 and 4. And I'm like, that's upsetting because they were recruiting characters for seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, also, I actually like Green Goblin in that show.
I like Green Goblin as well. He kind of represents the Ultimate comics Green Goblin, which I like Ultimate Spider-Man in the comics. So I mean, hey, that was kind of a thing that I liked. But my biggest problem with the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon is they call it Ultimate Spider-Man, but it doesn't really. Like, I understand you're trying to do something, different with it, but it feels like if you're going to call Ultimate Spider-Man, you should at least take some stuff from the comics and make it work.
Yeah, like, the only thing really is Green Goblin, which they actually grabbed from the comics. Like, I remember when Peter, in the Ultimate Comics, Nick Fury was asking him all the stuff like, hey, do you want to join us and all that? And Peter was like, no, heck no. Goodbye. And then you have this show where it's like, maybe. Okay, I'm going to be with you.
Oh, today I was reading the mini series called Ultimate Fallout, from the death of Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
The last, I think, issue was like Nick Fury was in, like, he was talking to Mary Jane because Mary Jane's subplot was that she was gonna expose everybody for Peter's death. And then Nick Fury's like, listen, if anybody is to be blamed, it's me because I should have protected him more. And you see him like tear up a little bit. Like you see him crying. Like I was like, dude, this is like, because Nick Fury, like, because, you know, Nick Fury in the comics, in those comics, he knew Peter's parents. And really all he was trying to do was he was trying to protect Peter in a sense, and he was trying to train him, and he was trying, and he even said, like, he wanted to slow down time so, like, he could get more, like, he wanted him to become the man that he was supposed to be, but he was not able to do that. And
also, guys, I want to quickly just say, you know what's the only way that would have worked if Andrew Garfield wanted to, like, his Spider-Man to be in the MCU? You know what's the only way? To make the parents be part of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, like, if they did that...
That's really the only way that they could have just done that. They could have just done that, and then all the audience would have been like, oh my god, he's actually been in the MCU this whole time. That's the... Like, that would have been great, and then I would have been like, okay, yeah, we don't need an explanation why Iron Man and the rest of the team was not there for Lizard, Electro, and Rhino and Goblin. Because guess what? That's already a good enough excuse. Hey, yo, your parents worked for S.H.I.E.L.D. That's why they did this. They were undercover agents or something like that.
Guys, I got 3 new news things, whatever. First one, Ernest Cline will publish new book Ready Player 2 this fall.
Ready Player 2?
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah,
you remember Ready Player 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, he's publishing a new book called Ready Player 2. I don't know what's it about. Honestly, I'm not a biggest fan of Ready Player 1, either the book or the films, or the film.
I like some cameos within the film.
Yeah,
I like the Batman 1989, Batman Returns, and all. I like all the also the Iron Giant, but also I just share my screen. Can you maybe?
Yeah, I know, but I want to let Sour get some stuff in because he hasn't really talked that much.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Sorry, Ryan.
It's fine. Second, The Boys Season 2 trailer.
Now, The Boys, I'm not the biggest fan.
I think it's probably like Amazon Prime's best show, along with Jack Ryan.
Now, I don't have Amazon Prime because well, you guys know.
Amazon Prime isn't that really good for just like regular streaming. So I don't blame you, really. But yeah, The Boys, along with Jack Ryan, is Amazon's best shows right now. And horror fans, EJ actually said this on the Discord server. Halloween Kills pushed back to October 2021. But we get the first teaser trailer, so
I did see that on Twitter, and I'm going to say this. I think the title sucks, but I am excited for the movie. It's just a matter of how it's going to be executed.
Honestly, I like the Halloween franchise, but most of the films are bad, except Halloween 1, 2, and 2018.
You didn't like H2O?
H2O was decent, I will say. The Rob Zombies are bad. No, I do not like the Rob Zombie movies.
See, my history with the Halloween is that I love the first 2. Season of the Witch is okay, again, for what it is. Halloween 4 is great. 5 and 6 suck. H2O is great. Resurrection's horrible. The first Rob Zombie Halloween was decent. The second one's bad. The 2018 is good. So it's like one of those...
What? Oh, sorry, you can continue.
No, what were you going to say?
Which is the film where they literally killed off Laurie?
Resurrection.
Yeah, that one's terrible. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm going to show the screen now.
Alright, everyone.
Alright, let's talk through this here.
Alright.
Season 4 trailer.
We can be
but
quiet
okay.
now. Austin,
What?
it's just 59 seconds. We can react to it just normally.
All
It's
right.
just if it's like, if it was 5 minutes long, then we have to talk through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Season. When I first watched it, I thought it was pretty good. But one of the weaker ones, I'd say.
I will say it is probably one of the weaker ones, to be honest. But I think the finale is great too.
I can't remember the finale. It's been too long.
The finale, a little bit of it was in my film. I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no, never mind. But yeah, I'm trying to look through some of the stuff. But yeah,
so I'm probably gonna end the stream at an hour because it's dead.
It's kind of
It is kind of dead, I will say. But you know what? Let's react to this now. I'm gonna pull up something, and I want to hear your opinions, guys.
Okay.
Your legit opinions of just this trailer, because so help me. I mean, like, I give this movie a C+, but let me tell you, it's not show accurate at all.
Oh, is it the Ninjago movie trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah. The worst Lego film.
No, it's not the worst. No, it's not the worst.
Okay, yeah, Lego Movie 2 is the worst.
It's my second best Lego Movie film. I just think it's good as a Lego film, but it's bad as a like Ninjago film. If you understand what I mean. Like if you're looking at the show compared to this, you're definitely gonna pick the show.
Ooh, we should rank the Lego. We should rank the Lego movies worst to best.
Yeah, we will do that one of my streams. It looks good and all of that. Yeah, there's
what doesn't. I mean, the animation looks pretty good. I will say the animation is pretty good, but it's a lot more Lego.
I think this is the best animated Lego movie. I will still stick by that. I don't care. But let me just show you guys. Okay, so you can tell that these are the designs for season 8, 9, and 10 also, and also above too. But I mean, like, look at Zane. He looks like
he's looking a little.
Looks like a zombie.
Oh boy. I'm gonna puke. Look at why does Cole look so young?
Cole is supposed to be a DJ ninja in this.
What?
Powers. Jay is still a gamer and a geek weirdo, so okay. And Nia is confident, and she's like, I'm this, I'm that. Like she's like.
Nia looks the most normal, I will say.
Like she looks great, I'm gonna say, but she acts like a little bit of a little bit annoying, I'm gonna say.
Why does Kai look like
Kai's hair here?
Kai's hair, you could definitely tell that's a Lego piece, so I actually like that. Lloyd looks great.
Yeah. Stop. Okay, there we go.
Jay sounds.
See, now that's why the Ninjago movie is nothing compared to the show. Okay?
Yeah, from what I've seen, the show is easily better.
Like, I mean, like, Garmadon is the only good thing in that film.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, like, and that's why, because he brings the comedy into it, and I think his comedy is the best out of all of them. Just the Lloyd stuff makes me crack up sometimes.
Yeah, but even that didn't even make me like laugh. It's like the show made me laugh. Like in season 2 where Garmadon's like throwing everybody overboard because of their stupid ideas. That was fun.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, let's resurrect the Great Devourer. Throw him overboard. What? No, please stop. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. How about a giant ham sandwich? A poisonous giant ham sandwich? I hope not. I'm really hungry. Throw them overboard.
I still love that scene. Yeah, like that's one thing. If you have problems with the first half of the season, guess what? At least you have that scene.
Yeah, like I'm not saying the first half was bad. I'm just saying like comparing it to like maybe the first half of each like season so far, it's the weakest because
No, I don't know about that. Hunted's first half was very weak also.
well, but see, here's the thing though, compared to Haunted was like, moving the story along, while like some of the first half of season 2 was like they were like moving stuff along, but at the same time, like they really weren't. It's just like a lot of it was filler. A lot of it had Dareth in it because Dareth is horrible.
Yeah, well, Dareth was in the first half of Hunted too. And would you rather watch Dareth in season 2 or season 9? Because guess what? I think I prefer season 2 Dareth because season 9 Dareth only talks about him pissing himself.
Okay, see, I will say that Dareth in season 2 is better, but that's because of the lack of potty jokes. If the potty jokes were there in season 2, that would probably make my score a little lower than what I gave it because because my problems with Hunted were that the jokes weren't there. That was just one of my biggest criticisms. So I will say that Dareth is tolerable in the earlier seasons, but once you get to Hunted, it's like. But that was also the problem is that I watched that trilogy before I even watched the other seasons of the show. So like that kind of that probably ruined Dareth for me. Like if I saw Dareth before I saw the Oni and Dragon trilogy, I would be like, he's an okay character. Like he's supposed to be the comic relief.
No, I still hate him. And I mean, like, I saw him from season 2. He is, to me, an F- character. Like,
no, he's still an F. I agree with that.
Guys, I'm actually gonna do this. I found this tier list, guys. Like seriously, I found this tier list. This would be interesting to do. When we're all done the Ninjago seasons, I might actually do it right now, to be honest, because we're bored to death.
Hold on, I got something. This is actually released 6 days ago. The Alien and Predator franchises have found a new home at Marvel Comics.
Yeah, I knew that.
I did not know about that. That's going to be interesting.
So that means that Marvel Comics is getting Xenomorphs and Predator.
Oh my God, Predator is going to be in the MCU.
Oh my God, no. that means that Predator.
Guys, comics. That doesn't mean anything. Just comics.
Hey, never say never.
Never say never.
It's like, you know how Marvel has the Star Wars comics? It's gonna be just like that.
What's up, Jason?
Hey, Jason! Finally, another chat. Finally, thank God.
Finally.
Thank you for coming in, my friend.
What if they do become canon though in the MCU? I would fuck with that, dude. I would fuck with it.
Predator versus anybody from the MCU, dude, that'd be awesome. Like Predator versus
that would be awesome, but that would not happen.
Hey, let us dream.
Yeah, man, come on.
I'm not gonna let you guys stream. Not at all.
Listen, I have
Predator and Xenomorph team up to fight Thanos. Oh.
No, guys. Oh my God. You guys don't understand what the comics rights are. It doesn't mean movie rights.
I know. I'm just thinking.
Please, let us dream.
Dream.
It's just like if you're saying, "Oh yeah, I want to see Luke Skywalker with Peter Quill." It's like saying that, guys. That's not gonna happen.
Okay, but we can think of it happening.
Yeah, like okay. In the comics, I really hope Predator versus Wolverine actually happens, or
cool.
Or Predator fights somebody. And like Alien versus I don't know.
Crossovers between comics could happen, not with Star Wars, but it could happen but I don't really think so. But like for example, we got Marvel and DC. They did a team up, a while back and all of that, where they had characters crossover and all of that. But I don't think you're gonna see Predator versus like Ant-Man.
Oh no, I'm not saying anything like that. I want to see like something like Predator taking on somebody like Punisher or Deadpool, or hell, I will even take Predator versus Ghost Rider.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
I could even see Predator facing Moon Knight.
That would be really cool. I'm trying to look. Where the heck is it? All right, guys. Just wait. I gotta share my screen quick. Oh, these are just the seasons. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna show it. I don't care. So basically, it's just a tier list for the seasons. The amazing, great, average, disappointing, terrible. So you know what? I'm actually gonna quickly do it. Season 1, amazing. Season 2, average. Pilot season, average. Rebooted, amazing. Tournament, I might say it's great. Possession, probably great. Disappointing is Day of the Departed, and also Season 6. Hands of Time, aka Season 7, definitely terrible. Sons of Garmadon, probably taking my first place. Then Hunted, I'm gonna have to put in maybe the great category, probably. Oni and Dragon Trilogy, probably great. Ice Chapter, average. And then I'll say disappointing for the first half of the Fire Chapter.
Oh dear. Look at that. That's actually that I like how the structure is. It's you got 3, 4, 3, 3, 1.
Maybe season 2 would be great. I don't know though, honestly. Because there are parts in season 4, 5, 9, and sorry, my bad. And Marcionium, which I like over season 2. I don't know where to rank them yet. Like, probably it's either gonna be like, these are my top 3. I don't care what anyone says. Sons of Garmadon, season 1 and season 3 will always be my top 3. Like, that's one.
Well, like I said, I don't really want to do a tier list yet because I have to see everything else first. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I will say that for You're Amazing, I agree with you. For Hunted, I would put it in great. For me, I would probably put March of the Oni at amazing for me. Season 2 would probably be in an average just because.
Yeah, this is where I put season 2 as well.
And I haven't seen the disappointing list, and I have yet to see season 7, so I can't really rank them.
Yeah, well, season 7, it's not the best. I will just quickly say that right now. Absolutely not the best. Nor do I really say that. Nor do I really even want to see the season again.
But we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to watch it, and I'm gonna watch it with you guys because hey, it's gonna be our review. So yeah, that's basically all that I have to say about that.
We still have to rank. We still have to rank our animated Spider-Man animated series seasons. We were gonna do that, but then we kind of fell into the Ninjago hole again.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad, guys. All right. You mean the Spectacular Spider-Man? I meant not.
No, 94.
94. Okay, so season-wise, I think season 1 is the better one. Then season 2. then season 3, then season 4, and then season 5.
All right, I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go from weakest.
So season 1 is the best, then season 3, then 2, then 4, and then 5. Now, the reason why 5 is my least favorite is because there's like I like Secret Wars, but I'm gonna be honest, guys. I was not a huge fan of the first Spider Wars, or what was that episode called?
It's Spider Wars for those 2 sections, and then
I was not a huge fan of that season, plain pure. Like Hydro Man returned, I was like, okay, but then we found out, oh, MJ's a clone, in which I was like, okay, I thought that was the actual MJ. You know, I wanted that to be the actual MJ. I wanted them to actually get married and all that. And now we just found out, oh, that's a clone of her. That the real MJ is somewhere. And then they left that off for season 6. And then season 6 never even happened.
I like your list. For my top 5, so I'm gonna go from weakest to best. My weakest season, I'm gonna go with season 2, mainly because there's really not a lot. Like the stuff with Man Spider and Morbius was kind of cool, but then once you get to Vulture, it's like, it's fine, I guess.
That's one little complaint. I'm a huge Vulture fan, guys, but guess what? They treated my boy Vulture dirty in that show. I did not care for the Vulture at all.
No, I didn't really care for him either. I just think his plot made little to no sense. It's like, oh, he wants to be young.
Also, I want to quickly say my favorite episode in season 5 is actually the wedding episode,
which was the first episode.
Yeah, that's my favorite episode of season 5 because one, hey, Harry becomes Green Goblin again. We get to see Scorpion. We get to see Kingpin actually kind of team up with Spider-Man and Black Cat for a change. And we saw Black Cat again. And it was fun. It was enjoyable watching it. And all that. And I understand why Harry was ticked off and everything. Because one, he was supposed to marry MJ. Back in like season 3, if I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. Again, it's kind of been like a little bit. It's been a little bit.
Yeah, because I think he proposed to her, and so they were so like they were proposed and all of that stuff. But then MJ was like, "Oh wait, I actually have feelings for Peter." And the only feelings I have for Harry is as a friend and more like a brotherly love.
Yeah.
So then that kicked off.
My number 4. I'm actually going to go with season 4 as my number 4. I thought it was like, again, I like each season of the show, but for season 4, there's again not a whole lot to be like. Black Cat was cool, and I believe that Black Cat was great. This like the way they bring back Mary Jane was like they kind of ham-fisted it, and then they don't really explain it until season 5. It's just like, oh, I'm back, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess. And Peter immediately proposes to her, which is like, okay. And like the stuff like the Mysterio or the Haunting of Mary Jane. I guess the episode was the Haunting of Mary Jane. I guess. That episode was really good because you see like all like the villains as robots, so you see Venom and Carnage and stuff like that. So that was great. The Prowler was there too. But to me, the villains were kind of lacking in this season because there really wasn't a whole lot of them.
The Prowler was forgettable in the show.
Yeah, Prowler was forgettable. I will agree with you on that. Prowler was forgettable, and that's kind of one of the reasons why season 4 is that towards Bob is because a lot of it's kind of forgettable. Like a lot of the episodes are good though. Like the one with Punisher and the Return of the Green Goblin, I think that was well done.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think just this season was just forgettable. Whereas with that's kind of like with season 2 and season 4 for me is that they're just kind of forgettable. Whereas like the top 3 seasons for me are memorable for me in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
And my number 3 is actually going to be season 5. And I do agree with you on your criticisms that it does feel like they were setting up for a season 6, but they ended up canceling the show in favor for Spider-Man Unlimited, which we will be talking about in the Spider-Man TV show cartoon reviews where we review the cartoons. And we all know that what happened in Spider-Man Unlimited. But with this season, it was also very memorable because there's a lot of storylines that were going on. And I think they did these storylines, for the most part, very well. Like, I like the stuff where Peter has to go to Russia to clear his parents' names, Secret Wars. And even though I know you don't really like it, Ninja, but I actually really like Spider Wars because those were the episodes that actually got me into the show. I will say that it's not very comic accurate with some of the characters, like with Spider Carnage. Peter was never Spider Carnage in the comics. That was Ben Reilly. Mm-hmm. And they did kind of make fun of the Clone Saga, which I thought was kind of cool because we all know the Clone Saga sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the Hydro Man stuff kind of was bad. But overall, I actually liked season 5. But I do feel like if they actually had a season 6, it would be higher. Mm-hmm. But in a way, it did kind of wrap up the show because it's like that's what the entire show was leading up to was Spider Wars because Madam Web was basically testing out Peter, and I actually think that in a way it's like they did wrap up the show. Like they only did that ending so that way in case if they were going to do a season 6, but overall there was really no reason to continue it because they wrapped up everything for the most part.
You know what I would have actually liked? What if Madam Web, like she said that she knew where MJ was and all that. What if she actually took MJ and that was like what Peter wanted to do? Like he said, okay, I'll sign up to be the leader of this Spider Wars team and all of that so I can get MJ back. Or something like that. So then by the end, everything's happy and all of that. He gets MJ. You know, like they said that they don't need to get married because guess what? They already got married in a way. And stuff like that. Yeah, like stuff like that. I think if they just rewrote...
it is kind of weird with some of the characters.
Wait, what did you say?
I said that with like the Spider-Man, like I guess like from the alternate dimensions, they were kind of weird because of how like they were depicted. Like 6-armed Spider-Man, like okay, like I get it because like you're trying to go in alternate realities, but why would you choose the people that you clearly know aren't going to do that well? Besides for maybe one or like besides for Scarlet Spider, like the only real Spider-Man that really actually did anything in that entire 2-part finale was Spider-Man and Scarlet Spider because everybody else basically got beaten up pretty quickly, and you could say 6-armed
and the last
episode Spider-Man as well.
Also, I will say I actually liked the Gwen cameo in the last episode. Now, I'm saying I did not like the first part to Spider Wars. I liked the last part though because I enjoyed that he was in an alternate, like in the what's his name? Who was the Spider-Man? No, which was the Spider-Man in which that was his dimension.
In which part?
In part 2.
Oh,
he was
Spider-Man, the Tony Stark Peter Parker.
Yeah, him. I liked that because he had Gwen as a girlfriend, and I like that we actually saw Gwen in the show. That's a huge thing for me. Like I'm like, we gotta see Gwen in the show. I don't care how they gotta show Gwen somehow. Hey, they did it for only one episode. I loved it. I don't care.
I will say this though, even though he's only in it for like 2 episodes in this entire show, Spider Carnage was a great villain. Mainly for the fact that I like his motivation.
Yeah.
And I like his backstory.
I do like Spire Carnage, and I like that he and Uncle Ben's talk, because I think that was a good wrap up for a final episode as well.
Yeah, that episode, I think I love the stuff with Uncle Ben, especially in that last episode
And
where
like that's what I mean. Like, if you just wrote it that Madam Web just gives back Peter MJ at the end, I think that would have actually been a good wrap up for the entire show. Not leave it off for a cliffhanger saying, okay, we're gonna go try and find MJ. Jump on my machine and let's go sail away, everyone.
well, you also have to think, like, after season 5, what were they really gonna do? Because like they basically did all the major plot points. It's like you can't really.
Also, they did basically every single villain besides for Sandman.
That is true as well, but it's like, who are you gonna reuse? Because Venom's gone. Well, actually, I heard for season 6 they were gonna bring back Dormammu and they were gonna bring back Carnage. But I'm like, how does that work? Because technically, isn't Cletus Kasady dead? And he doesn't have the symbiote because the Carnage symbiote was destroyed.
I heard that it was supposed to go on for like 7 seasons. The show, and I mean,
I'm going to say this before I continue with the ranking. I want to say that before, like, I really wish Venom had more like episodes because he's like part of the main intro. Like, he's at the end of every intro.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I think besides for Spectacular Spider-Man, that is the best intro for any Spider-Man cartoon. Besides for Spectacular Spider-Man.
But that's really my only nitpick because, like, they have Venom at the. It's like, oh, we're gonna see Venom, and then it's like, oh no, it's not Venom. Oh well, that sucks. Like, he only appears in maybe like 3 or 4 episodes, and then that's it.
Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man. Dun, 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 dun. Radioactive. Yo, like all that. I mean, like, I love the theme song. I don't care. I think it's catchy. You know, it might not be catchy. It might not be catchy, like, within like the first 2 episodes that you hear it, but once you keep on watching the show and you hear it every single time, you're like, okay, I'm into this intro.
And I want to say this also is that I really wish we could have gotten more Carnage in the show because like he only appears for like 2 episodes and then that's it.
Yeah, and then you get Spider Carnage. That's really it.
And I understand because of like who he is, because like I understand that show kind of was limited because of who was running it and that you have to appeal to kids, but like you still could have done Carnage. Like to me, Carnage is an entire season long villain. Like you could easily have that entire Maximum Carnage storyline take and have the Dormammu stuff. That could have been the entire season.
I also want to say that I love the Spider-Man 1994 series, just like Austin. And I'm going to say, they are, like, whoever, like, this was surprisingly, this worked, actually. The show actually worked. Because, one, they were really not allowed to kill anyone. There were no guns. Also, Spider-Man only threw 3 punches within the entire show. Because you couldn't show punches, really.
But I was okay with that because Spider-Man doesn't have to throw punches.
Well, Spider-Man throws sometimes punches, but usually he does his kicks and his webs.
Which is fine. You know, I actually think that suits him better.
Yeah, but I mean, like, and let me tell you, it's actually kind of funny because sometimes I realize that, hey, I remember this scene from the last episode, but it's just reanimated. Like, do you understand? Like, they use old footage from, like, past seasons, but then they redo it in a way.
Yeah. Like, that, to me, like, but it's also, like, you can really see it at 2 ways. Like, one, you can say, well, that's kind of clever, because it's like, you're not really wasting any resources. But at the same time, it's kind of lazy in a way, because it's like, you're not really doing anything new. Like I'm going to compare this show to Batman the Animated Series. The animation in Batman the Animated Series was flawless, I would say. Like, the characters looked fantastic. The storytelling was on point.
I still prefer 1994 Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man over the Batman animated series. That's just my opinion, though.
No,
I still love it.
I respect your opinion because I love 94 Spider-Man, I love Spectacular Spider-Man, and I also like Batman the animated series.
I love that too.
Like I love like most, but I'm gonna say this: most of the Marvel cartoons besides Spider-Man are kind of forgettable.
Yeah, I will actually say that because one, I actually watched Avengers Assemble. I did not think it was the worst thing ever, but it was okay.
I would like the other than Spider-Man, like X-Men. Like X-Men 94 was good. I did like Wolverine in the X-Men, but that's because I grew up with that show. I will say the first Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, that was good. And I also like Superhero Squad, and I know that's kind of stupid, but when I was a kid, I actually liked that show. And you know, it's like, but even then, those shows really weren't that good. Like
but
Spider-Man,
then you get like Avengers Assemble, in which I'm gonna say I like the first 2 seasons of Avengers Assemble. Everything passwords where they're introducing too many characters too quickly and everything. I did not like that. And technically, they pushed because they saw the Black Panther did very well. They made a whole season on Black Panther as he is the main character, and none of the other Avengers get character development besides for him. I don't like that because the Avengers is supposed to be a team.
Yeah.
And all of that. Like Ninjago, it's fine if you have a main character for a season, but guess what? The team gets character development still. That season did not get character development for the Avengers. Now, I liked Black Panther's character development, but let me tell you, I did not like that there was no character development for the team, I'm gonna say.
I agree with that, and I will say, like, I'm not saying Marvel doesn't have any good animated stuff. It's just like if you look at their animated stuff compared to DC,
it's like, more Spider-Man than anything.
Like at this point, I'm just saying Spider-Man is basically the face of Marvel because that's who they focus on the most.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, and that's kind of funny because Disney is the provider for the TV shows.
Yeah.
So, and then you get Sony, where Sony's like, oh, well, we're going to use the character for films, and also we'll partner with you for the MCU now. And then Disney's like, okay, we got to drown this character to the audience, but guess what? We're going to do Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, Ultimate Spider-Man's now done. How about we do a 2017 series? And then, like, they keep on pushing the show. And now all the shows are on Disney Plus, and they're pushing it also in a way, in a fashion. Not pushing, but they're on there, and they're advertising.
And I want to say this, even though we have the 2017 show still going on, because with all like the old shows now getting newer seasons, I would totally love to see Spectacular Spider-Man getting a season 3.
You know that I would love that because Austin left. I'm now in charge, everyone. So, how are you doing, Ryan? Crap! Now I'm not in charge.
I'm back.
I'm making a new Discord server. Also, I should, if nobody else is streaming at 6 today, I should be streaming Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right, that's cool, bro. Rob might have a watch party with Blade 2. Also, I just want to quickly point that out. But yeah, I don't know what time because he said he might do it on the stream today. But yeah, back to this. I would love a Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, you go ahead.
I would love to see a Spectacular Spider-Man season 3. Like that's one thing which I would love. But guess what? I actually kind of like how the show ended. Now that I think about it.
I mean, I liked it as well, but I feel like they could still do a season 3 because like they didn't like have it off a cliffhanger. It was just more like, well, we were gonna. It felt like they continued at the same time. It didn't feel like a wrap up in a sense. Well, I would personally like to see it. I don't like to see the 94 series season. I just want like one more season for like shows that didn't get a season like inclusive end to their shows. So like 94, I would love to see, even though I do find it less than likely. And I would love to see Spectacular Spider-Man get a redo or like just a season 3, so that wraps up everything. They don't have to go like they don't have to make an entirely. They don't make like 5 other seasons. They should just make one more, wrap it up, and that's that.
Yeah.
But I do that's why I only ranked from 5 to 3. For my number 2, I'm gonna go with season 1 as my number 2, and I think this season was very good. Like I liked how they set up Venom very well, and then they built him up, and then they did him. That was great. It kind of reminded me of them with Two-Face. That was great. I would say like there's really nothing I can really criticize, but I think season 3 is my number 1, mainly because I think we get Venom and Carnage. Like I think the villains in season 3 are really good. Season 1's villains were good, but I feel like there wasn't a lot of the main like really good villains. Like it kind of reminds me of the 2000 Spider-Man game, and then like Enter Electro, where like the 2000 Spider-Man game had really good villains, whereas the Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro, there were good villains, but there wasn't that many. Like with the 2000 Spider-Man game, you had Venom, Carnage, Doc Ock, Rhino, and then with Enter Electro, you had Electro, Shocker, Hammerhead, Sandman, and then you look at like those villains compared to both games. It's like who do you pick? It's like I would easily pick the first one. But that's just my opinion. All right, we're at an hour and 20 minutes. The chat's kind of dead, so I'm just going to wrap it up today for the day.
Yeah.
I want to thank Jason and Nicholas for, saying hey in the chat. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I want to thank Ninjoid and Sour for coming on.
No problem.
Maybe next episode will probably be the day where we'll actually get some conversation going. We kind of rambled on about stuff for like an hour and 20 minutes, but that's kind of what Splash Talk is in a way.
Yeah, like the chat was not there today, and sometimes streams are like that. So, you gotta have a backup plan. And
but I will say compared to the stream that I had to get rid of a couple of days ago, this stream I actually had fun doing. Whereas with like the Sunday stream, I was just like I kind of just was not feeling it.
Yeah,
whereas like
I can feel that.
Like with this stream, even if I don't get a lot of views, I'm still gonna keep it up just because I think the stream was done very well.
Because
like I said, we reacted to a couple things. We talked about Spider-Man. We talked about Ninjago. We talked all about that stuff. So like that's kind of what I like about this. Is even though the chat, there was really no chat today, I still found it very fun to just like talk with everybody and just having some great conversation. And yeah, that's basically about it. Can you guys tell them where they can find you guys at?
Okay, you guys can find me on my own YouTube channel. Ninja243, Austinator, and Sauerkraus are usually guests on the channel. They are like recruiting guests. It's like their own channel too, in a way, because they appear on basically every single stream. Basically what we do over there, we do Star Wars videos, we do Marvel, we do DC, we do rumors, like maybe once in a while. I might go into some more rumors and see like, oh, would this be interesting to you guys, and this and that and stuff like that. After all, we do have our first DC hour today, DC Talk Hour, in which DC Talk Hour is a stream, a show in which I made, so we could talk about anything really. We're gonna talk about Stargirl today. You can check me out on Twitter at Ninjroid243, Instagram at Ninjroid243, and that's basically it, everyone.
Sarah, what about you?
You can find me. Wait, you guys can hear me, right?
Your mic's a little low.
Okay. Let me try and fix. What about now?
No, I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. You can find me on YouTube at Sarah Kraus, ! Question mark, my name literally on the screen. Twitter at SKRouse06, Instagram at Sarah Kraus06, and Discord. You can mainly find me on Robert Storm's Discord server. I'm sometimes on a couple others, but mainly his.
Very, very nice. You guys can find me on Twitter at TheAustinator17. You guys can usually find me on Discord at The Austinator, and you guys can find me on YouTube at The Austinator, where I'm trying to reach my new goal of 50 subscribers. So if you guys can, please subscribe to the channel, where I usually do gaming streams, and you usually can find me doing gaming streams on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And you guys can usually find me here on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock with SplashTalk, and you guys can usually find me on Sundays at 2 on Shadow Eye, where we really talk about just stuff as well, but we have more topics there. Like with Splash Talk is more like a thing where like the chat dictates what we talk about, or it's like a rambling episode. And with Shadow Eye, it's more like we have topics about Marvel, DC, all that stuff. Like we're not really gonna talk about Star Wars because I'm part of Galactic Chat on Ninja243's channel, so please go check that out if you have not already.
And Galactic Chat this week is going to be on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So please, guys, come check that out. It's going to be a good show. We're going to be ranking all of the film soundtracks.
Yes, we are.
11. Yes,
sounds fun.
The spin-offs. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching in the future. This is the Austinator, Ninjroid243, and Sarah Kraus signing out.
Peace out, everyone. I've spoken.